Well, welcome to the United Matters channel. Amorim has gone ahead to promote his first player from the Academy of Manchester United into the first team. And who is that player? He goes by the names of Godwill Kukonki. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And we're going to be here talking about Godwill Kukonki because he is the talk about town, and he has gone ahead to travel with the team of Manchester United. And why has he gone ahead to travel with the team of Manchester United? The reason is up here, and it has been confirmed that Lisandro Martinez is not with the Manchester United squad, as we are really going to be preparing to play against Ipswich. And what is going to cause this? We all know to eat that when you're playing against Leicester City, Lisandro Martinez struggled a little bit, and he had a little bit of a knock, and during the international break, Argentina never passed him fit to play into any of their games, and he returned to Carrington. Now, the assessment was made by the people responsible at the club of Manchester United, and guess what? The rest was history in the making. So, we are here to obviously see to it that a lot really comes our way. Lisandro Martinez is not part of the United squad that's going to travel to play with Ipswich, and that means United are having the following defenders fit: Lenny Yoro, Matthias De Ligt, John Evans, Victor Lindelof. You get? Those are 4 defenders, and when you look at the system that this man really plays, he really depends on 3 centre-backs, meaning that he needs to be having 6 centre-backs, into his squad, and that has seen him really add this guy known as Kukonki, and Luke Shaw is also there. He can also play in the back 3. Even Terrell Malacia can also play into the back 3 very, very well. So, as it stands, the manager went ahead to obviously make a very bold decision, and obviously the academy scoop has gone ahead to obviously report this story first, and we went ahead to quote it from this side, and we are told that exclusive Ruben Amorim has included the 16-year-old defender Godwill Kukonki in his first ever matchday squad to face Ipswich this afternoon. Kukonki, who joined Manchester United at just 5, signing his scholarship deal in the summer, has impressed the Portuguese coach in training. And if you know, this is the first player that took place into his training session and came into the club of Manchester United. That is Ruben Amorim, right? And he has gone ahead to make it into the match squad. Now, everyone is asking himself, who is Kukonki? They've told you he joined the club of Manchester United at the age of 5 and has been really going through the different ranks of the academy. And this is where he really does his work at. They're telling us that he was born on 6th Feb 2008. He's now 16 years. And they've told us that he plays with the left foot. He can play as a left back. He can play as a central defender, especially onto the left side of the central defense. And he's 1.6 meters tall, and I really know why the manager has decided obviously include this man in, because his physicality is really undoubted, and his height 1.96, and he was born in England, but he also has roots from the DRC of Congo, and he joined the first team in July 1st, 2024. Sorry, he joined his contract. I think that scholarship contract was really signed this year. So that is Godwill Kukonki, and United are really blessed to obviously have a youngster at that kind of level. And to show you that this has gone ahead to obviously make news all over the world, we've gone ahead obviously getting the following about Kukonki and Kukonki. And this is Statman Dave. He's telling us that 16-year-old defender Godwill Kukonki is reportedly in Ruben Amorim's first ever matchday squad. We've already gone ahead to know about that. And the most important bit of it all is this statement that followed. In Premier League history, no defender has ever played for the club before their 18th birthday. So, other players like Cesc Fabregas have gone ahead and become played at the age of 16. Rashford had not gone ahead to hit 18 when he made his debut. Mason Greenwood, I think, was 17. So very many players in different positions have gone ahead to obviously make it. Have gone ahead to obviously make it. Have gone ahead to obviously make it into the team of in the Premier League in different positions below the age of 18, but no defender has gone ahead to obviously play in the Premier League before he makes his 18th birthday. That defender is not there. So, as it stands, he is in history. Kukonki, if today he obviously makes himself or finds himself in the position to play for the club of Manchester United, he will be down in history as the first defender to play into a Premier League game before he hits 18 years of age. But this is a very huge boost for the player, that if at all the manager has really put him in the match squad today and he's 16 years, that means he still has the entire season to obviously break the record. And I know there is a game that the manager will be like, Kukonki, come on and obviously put in a very beautiful shift altogether, because you cannot rely on Harry Maguire. Victor Lindelof, you can't. Those two have proven to be injury prone in the previous 2 seasons, you understand? So you are only having Lisandro Martinez. I know he's not injury prone because this season has played most of the games, but I think this is just a setback. And then Matthias De Ligt, Lenny Yoro, you get? So there are games that will call in for Kukonki to obviously come in through and obviously start. And we have a game in the midweek where he might obviously find himself really playing minutes in to prove to the manager that when I'm playing against Bodo Glimt, I can come up and obviously put in a very beautiful shift altogether as the manager tries to do this. And for Ruben Amorim, this is a very huge move into the right direction, because United has been built on players like him. And I know when he was really coming in through, he was given a report from the academy, you get? And he was like, tell me which players do you have that are really very promising. And obviously the most worrying department was the central defense, because he knows to it that he needs very many defenders as he plays with the back three, meaning that he was given one of the most impressive players, and he was one that made news when he obviously joined them. The others have been joining with the first team, have been training with the first team, but this guy had not gone ahead to be training with the first team. And this is the statement that he's really making, and this is a very good PR message to the people outside there, because Ruben Amorim looks like he understands the assignment at Manchester United of really getting in these youngsters. So I think that is really gonna go out well for him, and it's really gonna really strengthen the hearts of people that are really loving this manager. So when you look at the managers that were here, David Moyes, that left-footed player that he really brought in, I've forgotten his name even. When we go to Louis van Gaal, he brought Jesse Lingard, he brought Marcus Rashford, you understand? Then Jose Mourinho brought Scott McTominay, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer brought Mason Greenwood, and Brandon Williams. Then Eric Ten Hag brought Kobe Mainoo, brought Garnacho, and others, but those that have gone ahead obviously come up and obviously get stuck into the team are 2. And for Ruben Amorim, it has not even taken him a week to identify that there is a youngster that is really good and really making some huge progress, you understand? And that is Kukonki for you, coming in through for Lisandro Martinez. And I like him for one thing, that both him and Eric Ten Hag are good at obviously identifying youngsters and obviously nurturing them into the players that everyone thinks they're supposed to become. But the difference is, for Eric Ten Hag, he's really a tough guy. You get? He won't really get you onto the pitch, even if you are young, not until you prove to him that you really deserve it. Ruben Amorim, he's a manager who believes in that progress, that I will get you minutes and I believe in you, won't disappoint me in the future. I'll come up and obviously put in the required shift possible. So I think for Ruben Amorim, with the exciting academy of Manchester United, is really going to be getting in very many players into the first team of Manchester United. So we wait and see whether Kukonki is really going to be getting minutes today or not. Now, McKenna, the manager we're going to be facing today, has come out and said all focus is on trying to stop Bruno Fernandes from playing his best football. Now, I think this is a mind game, because you cannot come out and say that in that entire team of Manchester United, you're only going to stop Bruno Fernandes, because if you stop Bruno Fernandes, other people have to operate. You get Kobe Mainoo is there, deadly on the ball. Amadi Diallo is there, deadly. Garnacho is there, deadly. Rashford on his day, he's deadly. You get Diego Dallo can really open up in this system. He's really going to be enjoying himself a lot into the final third of the opponent. You get? So, Tyrell Malacia is another one that is really going to be doing the needful today. So, all I want to let you know is simple. McKenna is playing a mind game, because he knows that Bruno Fernandes is the highly related player at the club of Manchester United. It's like, if you really stop him, then you can beat Manchester United. Something I don't believe is really right, because nowadays it's all about the team effort, and Bruno Fernandes has been one of the most wasteful players at Manchester this season, registering the most blind passes from a player at the club of Manchester United this season. So, if he comes up with that plan of stopping only Bruno Fernandes, he really finds himself really very, very disappointed, because Bruno Fernandes is hard to get out of the game as he plays like a free role. I don't know how he's really going to be advised to play in this game, but all I know, he's a man who always is given a free role, and obviously he's all over the pitch. That is Bruno Fernandes for you. Now, McKenna also added and said that Man United have a very talented squad. There is no doubt about that. We know the caliber of players we are going to face on Sunday will be very, very high. Obviously, he knows it that this side is really having very many players. And by the way, when you look at the team that he's really going to be facing today, I think there are a few players that he left at Carrington. You know, Onana was not there. You know, I think it's Dallo who was there. Luke Shaw was there. Lindelof was there. Who else was there? Bruno Fernandes was there. Rashford was there. Amadi Diallo was there. You know, but for the most of the squad, I think he is really naive about this team. You get? So he has hailed the quality of players of Manchester United, and I think he's really right, because the players are really of good quality. And I told you that this is the best squad ever to be built in the post-Sir Alex Ferguson era. I tell you, this squad is really good. And Ruben Amorim, if all goes on well for him, he's really going to transform this team to do what we think he's supposed to be doing. Then, Ruben Amorim had the following to say about McKenna, that he's very smart, very intelligent manager, but I'll try to manipulate him a little bit. It will be fun. Obviously, managers pay respect to themselves, but there is no way you can put Ruben Amorim and McKenna into the same boat. However much McKenna was at Manchester United, you know, they were together under Jose Mourinho, remember that very well. And McKenna is managing Ipswich, promoted them from the championship in the Premier League. Good work done. But we are talking about a manager who transformed a club that had gone ahead to go 19 years without winning a trophy in Portugal, and he went ahead to win it, breaking the dominancy of FC Porto and Benfica. You get? So I think there is a gulf in class. You get? And I believe that he was just trying to give him the respect that he deserves. But all I want to let you know is that he has him, and he's really going to be causing trouble to the lad. Then, lastly, Ruben Amorim had the following to say before we prepare for the match day live. He said, it's much more difficult to arrive in a team in the middle of the season, because you have to know the players during the matches. If you win, it's a lot of fun to have lots of matches, but if you lose, you don't have time to work everything you want in training. So, that's why I've been one of those people who have been campaigning for Ruben Amorim to obviously come up and obviously win this game today. Because if he wins this game today, he will obviously walk into Old Trafford on, is it Thursday, with confidence as we play Bodo Glimt and obviously host Everton. He'll try out everything he wants, but every time you lose, you won't obviously try to do everything you need to do during the training session, and that is something that has gone ahead obviously put in a very beautiful shift all together, and that is coming in through from the man himself known as Ruben Amorim, and that is really great about him. So we wait and see how this is really going to be panning out under him, but I know he's really going to be having a very good start. I called in for a 2-1 prediction against Ipswich, and let's wait and see how things stand. Rock and David is my name. In the next 1 hour from now, it's going to be the Match Day Live, and you're going to be having a huge chat with you, the fans of Manchester United, onto this beautiful channel of ours. So, I'm out. Bye-bye. Ruben Amorim era starts today, and we can't wait to see how things really pan out. Terrell Malacia is with the squad of Manchester United for the very first time since 2023. Bye-bye.